Hi, Shabbat Shalom everyone. This week it is Parshat Vayetze. Very interesting parsha, one of the longest parshiot in Sefer Vayetze. And we see all about money in this week's parsha. How do we see money? We see one of the main swindlers in Jewish history, which could have been one of the greatest people inside the Torah, but decided to become stingy, a swindler, just after money, just after Olam Hazeh. And who was this? This is a person we refer to inside the Haggadah Shel Pesach as Lavan Haramai, Lavan the trickster, Lavan that cheats. We introduced to him in Parshat Vayetze only 2 weeks ago, where automatically when him and his father Betuel, they try actually to poison Eliezer, who was setting up the shidduch between Yitzchak and Rivka, and in turn Hashem actually puts the poison back in Betuel's portion, his food, and he ends up dying. But Lavan, when he instantly saw Eliezer, we saw in Parshat Vayetze, he ran after him, hugged him. Why was it? Because of the money. And in this week's Parsha, Yaakov Avinu is going to search for a wife. And his mother, Rivka, actually tells him to actually go to the house or to the territory of Lavan, where Lavan lives, naturally being the brother, so it will be a very good shidduch because of the yichus of the children. So he goes there. He goes to his land, and instantly Lavan comes and hugs him, embraces him. Why is it? He's automatically searching for the money that he might have, all this wealth that he might have. Little did he know that Eliphaz, Esav's son, would actually hunt him down before he enters there and take all his wealth. So he came as a poor person. And we see a pattern throughout this week's parsha within regards to Lavan. It's not just then he naturally Yakov finds Rachel and agrees to marry her for 7 years of work, and little does he know, he gets tricked again. Instead of marrying Rachel, he marries Leah, the sister. Leah that will end up having 6 of the fantastic of the 12 tribes. Leah, biggest tzaddiká, also great one of our great imachots. And he furthermore, more swindling, he says, another 7 years work for Rachel. So he works another 7 years with incredible labor and everything else for Rachel, and he stays another 6 years after Lavan convinces him. But those last 6 years, imagine it, so many Shvatim has been born to Lavan. He's got so much great descendants at this stage in time. And what does he do during these 6 years? He swindles Yaakov Avinu the whole time. These 6 years, he tricks him. Yaakov complains that so many of that he's changed his wages the whole time. He's changed his terms the whole time. So many different things that Lavan has done. And imagine it, he has to actually flee with his children at the end and with the grandchildren away for safety because Lavan actually chases after him. And what is this down to, friends, over here? There could have been 2 Lavans over here, in my opinion. There was a Lavan that could have been that Lavan could actually have become one of the greatest people in world history, in Jewish history. He, being the grandfather of all these Shvatim, he could have taught them the ways of Hashem, the ways of monotheism, to become great people. He could have had a great chunk and a great chelek in the greatness of the 12 tribes. But what did he do at the end? All the 12 tribes, which he was a grandfather of, what did he do? He tormented the tribe's father at the end, Yaakov Avinu, the whole time, swindling him, tricking him. The whole time, everything was a lie, everything was a trick. It is basically, when you're doing all of that stuff, it's as if he's teaching the grandchildren these bad traits at the same time, when he could have been exemplifying him. He had a lot of money. Why did he need more money? He needed more to trick for what thing? Where is the money going to go in this world? One's got a question also. It's monopoly money. It's money that we take, and we don't take it with us after 120 years. He chose to be greedy. He chose to swindle. He chose to lie. He chose to cheat. And these are all characteristics. He chose avodah zarah, trafim, all those things. When he was imbued with such greatness, he was related to Avram Avinu. He could have learned actually from Avram Avinu's great traits that he had coming to monotheism. He could have learned from Yitzchak, from all the family, but he chose not to. He chose to swindle. He chose to cheat, and that's a bad character trait. And we're in this world over here where we've always got a choice. All of us have got in this world. What can we do during the day? We've always got a choice of doing good or bad. We've got ruchniot or gashmiot. We've got to choose the ruchniot, friends. We've got to choose the spirituality. We've got to choose the mitzvot. We can't go and choose the things that will take us in the world. And we get this choice the whole time. I remember one time it was when I was learning in yeshiva, someone wanted to watch a football match. But I told him, look, we could learn together. Imagine what we can achieve during that time. You could learn to become a better person. You could learn to do these. But he had a choice. Can he have a beer with a few friends and watch a football match, and they could gossip and say lashon hara and do one avera or leave to another avera goreret avera, or could he learn Torah and do mitzvot mitzvot for an hour, and then they'll bring on more mitzvot, good teachings and stuff like that. He chose that night to actually learn Torah at the end, we see. And it had a phenomenal impact on him. And that's in this life. We've got a choice the whole time, friends. We shouldn't be blinded by money. Money is important, but money can also destroy, unfortunately, at times. Money, it becomes greedy and we don't take it with us. And Lavan didn't know that message. Lavan was just living for the now. Just like Esav in last week's Parsha, where Esav wanted the rend lentils now. He wanted the food now. He didn't care about the Bechorot. He didn't care about all the spiritual benefits he would have from being the Bechor, from being the firstborn, to work inside the Beit HaMikdash. He didn't actually have that. But Lavan didn't see that thing. He didn't learn from the avot, and had significant effect on him. So Shabbat Shalom to everyone. I'd like to dedicate this to all our heroic chayalim out there, all of the soldiers in Israel, and I'd like to dedicate this also Lilun Nishmat in memory of Brenda Frame, a friend of mine's mother that passed away only a few months ago, and may we do a lot of good deeds in her memory, and take care.